Welcome to Monday, Facebook Live update. Sorry about the error. Momo said so in the building. Deidre Flatbelt, Ella Flagger, little technical difficulties, y'all. Rochelle Bailey, Carla Henry. I was trying to play a little Tupac today, but couldn't find one without all of the bad language. I want to dedicate this show to a friend of mine, a friend of the city, man, Irv Calendar. So I'm playing. I'm missing you. 112 and Puff, Carla Henry. Hey, on Candace Donnell, how are you? Monica Johnson, Kamisha McMillan, Donna Sellers, Pamela Udit, Michelle Coleman, Cassandra Gilchrist, Bertha Moore, Emily Hernandez, Ida Williams, Evelyn Estrella, Paulette Johnson, Eunice Busby, Rosemarie Quiles, Beatrice Samani Langwa, Stacey Perry, Donna Lee, Monica Erb, Monica Johnson, thank you for that. Rashawn White, Malia Cook, Terry Hurd, Shelly Patilla, Elizabeth Fuller, Lottie Smalls, Argentina Duncan Smith, Carol Green, Jeanette Hennett, Wanda Ralph Harrison, Ardelia McElroy, holding it down in the Central Ward. Thank you. Thank you. Rafael Wadu, April Anderson Brown, Sandra Howell, Marquise Lewis, hold the line, brother. Natasha Terry, Walia Cook, Geraldine Davis, Sharon Tompkins. Thank you. Alana Lawrence, thank you. Kimberly Jones, Rochelle Bailey, Lori Betts, Nubia Vasquez, Mozak Barnes. Peace, brother. Thank you for that. Nina Darby. Thank you. Thank you. Doris Howell. Detisha Small. Lucy Small. Thank you for that, Rafia. Yolanda Mack. Sharon Martins. Kalina Witcher. Alaikum salam. Thank you. Thank you. Kyle Green. Sharon Williams. Leslie Foster. Nikki Barnes. Janice Reddick. Sandra Howell. Adrian Michelle Bula. Thank you. Abubakar Koyate, Johnny Cannon, Kim Loyal, and Jeanette Ellis Harper, Siobhan Armstrong, Reese Purefoy, Dennis Irvin, Ed Riley. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for that, Sandra. Siobhan Armstrong, Jane Faulkner, Asia Beck, Melinda Potts, Barry Moses Hunter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ronese Bruce. Thank you for that. Sharon Williams. Thank you. Altarique Witcher. Peace, brother. Peace, peace. Luis Scott Roundtree. God bless you. Thank you for everything. Renee Welch. Alice Thomas. Lori Jackson Betts. Rudy Deans. Henrietta Harris. And thus you shall say to him who lives in prosperity, peace to you. Peace to your house and peace to all that you have. Thank you for that. Tanya Green Chan, good evening. Crystal Golden, Khadija Darby, Dorothy Stratford, Elaine Nasario, Luciana Pony. Thank you. Sheila Green, Karen Davis. Thank you for that, Karen. Olive V. Lowry, Daryl Vaughn. Kenila Anderson, good evening. Anna Gonzalez, good evening. Tony Adams, Sharon Brown, Renee Saunders Bain, May McKnight. Shout out to you in South Carolina in the kitchen dancing. God bless you. God bless you. Sean Watford, Jamal Brown, peace, brother. Peace, peace. Thank you, Ardelia. Patrice Pleasant, Gladys Santana. Thank you for that, Gladys. Thank you. Doris Daniels, Annette Martinez, Deborah Petty. Thank you. God bless you for that, too. May McKnight. Yep, this one is dedicated to Irv Calendar. This whole show today is dedicated to Irv Calendar and his wife and his children and everybody who loved him in the city of Newark. Rosalind Davis, Rose Creech. Mikey, how you doing? COVID testing at Academy Spies. I just left in. I just got tested today. Tay Carter. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Jane Falkland, Nadira Felix Muhammad. Thank you for that. Rest in peace, Willie Christmas Smith. How you doing, brother? Timbekele Sitebe. Good day, good day. Latifah Clark. Yeah, that's right. Lemedias Negron. I hope I said it right. Fatim Muhammad. Thank you, thank you. Anna Gonzalez, Central Ward Community. Yes, we do miss you, Irv. Thank you for that, Central Ward. Jewel Daniels, Norma Gonzalez, Elaine Lloyd. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Herman Gonzalez, good afternoon. Romana Timmons. Shavonda Vicky Anderson. Thank you. Luciana Pony. Yes, they have no real agenda. We knew that already. Thank you for that, Cassandra Gilchrist. Appreciate it. Hassan Murray, peace, brother. Good evening. Donnie Lewis, me and Murphy killing small businesses. So that's all I need right now. That is the topic, really, of what I'm really going to get on a little bit today. Just talking about Irv, just where we are in America and where we are in this country and what's going on now. Angela Wiggins, we killing it, not the COVID virus, but we doing it. Monroe Johnson, Marie Hernandez, Tasha Loman, Amy Love, Taisha Creedle, Denise Bintu Fafana, Pedro Claudia Alfonso, Jackie Barber Nelson, D. Barton, Ida Wells. I'm going to get to these numbers today. Listen, I'm trying my best to keep my focus and composure with all of the stuff that people are saying and the things that they're going, that, you know, that we dealing with around COVID-19. Nobody expected this, right? Nobody anticipated this coming, but it did. It showed up on our doorstep in Newark on March 14th when we had our first case. Now we are hundreds of people dead, thousands that have contracted the virus, 31 dead since June 30th. And we've been doing our best. We've been doing good. We've come a long way. We started at 68% infection positivity rate. We got ourselves all the way down to 4. Then we got up to 7. Now we back at 6. And prayerfully, those numbers continue to go down as we continue to do what we do. We locked up everything. We shut it down. We closed stores. We left open essential businesses because the governor asked us to, which included liquor stores. I didn't agree with it, but he said we needed to do it, so we did it. We closed school. We stopped outdoor gatherings. We put a curfew in effect. And let me tell you something, y'all. The first 2 or 3 months in the city, about 80-something% of the people listened. And right now, you know, we having a lot of arguments back and forth, but in the beginning, about 80%. I'm so proud of Newark and the residents of this city who did what they were supposed to do in those first couple of months, because they saved countless lives and stopped a bunch of people from catching this virus. And I'm so proud being a Newark resident. I'm so proud of this community, this city, for many, many reasons. And people talk about Newark so bad all over the place. Even us, we talk about the city so bad. But you guys showed up, man, and you represented for our city. And you're one of the reasons why the state's numbers went down so fast and so good, right? Listen, we were at a terrible, terrible place. I'm doing an interview with USA Today tomorrow to talk about where we came from, because everybody nationally recognized where we were. You know, we were at 3. Newark alone was at 300 to 400 cases a day, averaging about 100 deaths as well. We were not doing good. We had to close everything down. We had no choice, and it's not. These are hard decisions to make. To tell kids they can't go to school, that they can't group together on basketball courts, that they can't get in the pools, that people can't go to the movies and enjoy their families. You can't go outside. You can't visit your grandmother and grandfather in a senior building, in a long-term healthcare facility. We have healthcare facilities, long-term healthcare facilities, that 20 people were dying in those healthcare facilities. They have 20 people dead in one facility. It just was a bad time, so we had to make rough and hard decisions. And I don't apologize for any of those decisions that I had to make and that we continue to make at all. It's difficult, but I don't apologize. And as I watch Governor Murphy battle with people, battle with diners who are going to open their doors anyway, battle with gyms that are going to open up anyway, that now supporting Republican candidates because they want to open up. Listen, everybody's losing money. Some people don't know if they're going to be able to pay their rent, fearful of eviction, of losing their mortgage. It's a difficult time we're in. We've lost 5 police officers behind COVID-19, 5 dead, all black and brown, all of them black and brown. The latest, it's just difficult for me. But we did what we needed to do to get us to this point, and it bothers me that all of these people are very concerned about their store. I understand you should be concerned about your business, your livelihood, all these things, but to put it at the governor's step and say, listen, governor, you're responsible for this, because he has to make a hard decision. He has to choose between your livelihood and thousands of people's lives. And any day of the week, twice on Sunday, he has to choose the right way. We don't want to be like Florida or Georgia or pretend that this is not real, or be like the president to pretend it's not real, pretend global warming not real, pretend COVID is not real, and watch people die and get sick and say it is what it is. I'm glad that our governor didn't do that. I'm glad that he didn't do that. I'm happy that he didn't do that. In fact, he did the right thing. And if he never gets some of your votes again because he did that, then so be it. So be it. He did the right thing, and he's continuing to do the right thing because he has to go by science, not by his emotions, or not by you being upset. He has to go by what the science says, what the doctors are telling him. He has to do that. And when we were below 1%, so you really shouldn't blame on him, because when we were below 1%, we were at a 0% when the infection rate was contained in the state of New Jersey. And he made his decisions, and I was pushing back. The mayor of Newark was saying, no. He opened up beaches, and he opened up this, and he opened up that, and he opened up that. And he was on a roll because we were down to 0%. Because he believed and had faith in many of you to do the right thing, but you let him down, and you did not do the right thing. And you crowded on the beaches, and you crowded in these restaurants, and you had these festivals, and you had these wild parties, and you went on and on and on, and the infection rate creeped up, and more people died, and more people went to hospital, and more people went sick, and so he stopped. And so then when he stopped, because he had plans to open up gyms, he had plans to go inside the restaurants. Then when he stopped, now you're saying it's his fault because he stopped. What kind of hypocrisy is that? And so now in Newark, we were higher than the state. We were higher than the state in infection rate. We're still higher than the state in per capita deaths due to COVID. But we brought our numbers all the way down to be in comparison to the state's numbers. All the way down. Newark strong. We fought all the way through this thing. All the way through. God bless y'all for doing it. And for reporting and telling on the people who didn't do what they were supposed to do. God bless you for helping us save lives, because you saved countless lives. You stopped people from, you not only saved people from dying from COVID, listen to this. People were dying in their houses from other diseases and sicknesses because they were scared to go to the hospital, or because the hospital couldn't pick them up because it was too inundated with COVID. So when you cleared out the hospital, you made room for other people to go to the hospital. As a matter of fact, 4 times as many people died this year in their homes from unrelated sicknesses than the same time last year in April. 4 times as many being stuck at home because they couldn't get to the hospital. So when you stop people from getting sick, even if they didn't die in the hospital, if you stop the number of people who were getting sick in the hospital from COVID, you inadvertently saved other people's lives who were dying in their living room from appendix failure or stroke or something else that could have been avoided, or infections or anything like that. You did that. And so when you look at it from that perspective, you begin to understand how important what you did is, not just to yourself, but to thousands of families in the city and in the surrounding cities, and millions in the state. And you didn't get bribed or swayed by what was going on nationally and this foolishness and people that get on here and everywhere else who are just concerned about themselves, right? And their success, right? And so there are people who get ready to protest. They get ready to protest because they want the mayor to let flag football and contact sports and Pop Warner and all these things to go on. They're mad at me because I was cautious about these pools, because I didn't want them crowded in the parks at basketball tournaments. And so they're going to march, they're going to protest, they're going to do this thing. I'm fine with it. Listen, over 70% of the children, wait a minute, over 70% of all COVID-19 cases in children are black and brown. So when you say, oh, they're doing it in other cities, well, other cities are not Newark. And I've been saying this over and over again. Other cities are not Newark. Other cities in Essex County are not Newark. It is such a wide and segregated gap in Essex County in the delivery of healthcare, in the delivery of pharmaceutical services, in the quality of housing, in the wealth gap, in the level of jobs, in annual income. It's a huge gap, right? Over 70% of the people in this city rent, and it's making it difficult for them to actually quarantine and social distance, which helps spread this virus unchecked. And so we have to take measures in Newark that's different than what other municipalities do. We have to take measures in Newark that's different than what other municipalities do. So when we say we need to be cautious with opening up the schools, we need to be careful with letting our kids go pile up in parks. We have to wear our mask all the time. We got to shut down all of these parties. We can't go inside at least a little bit. We have to stop bands from playing. We have to do all this thing. Why? Because the probability of us catching the virus in Newark is higher than other municipalities. And the probability of people in Newark dying from the virus is higher than other people. I'm going to move on. But I just want to have a couple of seconds for Earth before I move on. Thank you. And it's difficult for me, because I have to be in the right state of mind when dealing with some of this stuff and these folks, because all these people tell you it's fake, it's not real. And we lose people. We're losing people. We're losing people. People are losing their fathers, their mothers, their grandfathers, their grandmothers. They're losing their family members. And you worried about a rim. And Pop Warner. I don't understand. And you're blaming us for your business not doing well. When if we would have followed instructions in the beginning, maybe we could have been inside already. We could have been inside already. He was marching towards us going inside. And I was slowing him down. He was marching towards us going. So if you want to blame somebody, blame me. He was marching us going inside. We pushed. Why the numbers started going up, then he agreed. Yeah, let's stop this thing. Yeah, and that's what you worried about? People are losing their friends, their neighbors, their family members. And you running around here talking about it as a conspiracy. I can't open my diner. I have to take care of my family. We all do. And people are losing family members, losing them. And now if they say 70-something, I think it's like 75, 76%, which is an outrageously large number of people, of children that get this virus are black and brown, then you are absolutely correct. I'm going to be strict on our children here in this city. That's like if somebody told you your child has a 76% chance of dying if they went around the corner, if they go to the corner and made a right around the corner, and you tell them to go around that corner anyway, knowing that information that they have a 76% chance of dying, and you let them go around that corner, then something's wrong. Something's wrong with your thinking. Something's wrong. Or you want them to go around the corner because there's something around the corner you want. And you would risk their life so you can get what you want. So you can get what you want. And here's the really painful part of all of this. Here's the really painful part of this. You can forego some of this stuff for a few weeks, for a month, 2 months. You can give it up. And it'll come back. And it'll come back. And it'll come back. It'll come back. I know it's hard. And I'm making it seem simple, and it's not that simple because some of us are really being hurt by this. We're really being hurt. We're being hurt psychologically. We're being hurt physically. We're being hurt economically. We're being hurt just by this lockdown. It's hurting us. I know it. I know it is. I know it is. But at the end of this, we go through this suffering. At the end of this, it's better if we suffer now and get through it so we can get through it faster as opposed to fighting with each other and prolonging it. The last piece I'm going to say on this is all of these people who believe, God help us, that if we just ate right and took vitamins and worked out, we would be okay. And that people don't need to wear their masks, they don't need to get tested. People are dying because they have weak systems. That's not true, y'all. Some people get COVID, and when they finish, they get scarred tissue in their lungs. When you get scarred tissue, it gets infected again, over and over again. The probability, your life is not the same after that, and can lead to death. Not only that, but you can't take a bunch of pills, start working out in March or in April and believe your immune system is going to be at optimal level because you worked out for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Granted, you should eat right, you should take vitamins, you should work out, you should meditate, you should pray, you should do pull-ups, push-ups, you should read the right things, you should walk every day if you can, you should eat more vegetables in your diet, you should take vitamins as much as you can, you should drink the proper liquids and the juices and let go of the cigarettes and the drinking and the bad food and the salt that adds to hypertension and diabetes and obesity, because those are the 3 things that COVID benefits from the most: hypertension, high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes. Those 3 things, right? And that's what we suffer from. And so you can't defeat that in 1 month. And so while you should do that, and you should be encouraging people to do that, do not think that is a replacement for wearing a mask or socially distancing or keeping yourself safe or staying out of places where there are too many people. There's still places in Newark right now that are doing indoor dining, that are sneaking doing indoor stuff. They're sneaking doing it. Yes, they are. Now, some of these places we're going to check out. We closed down Rosie's today. But I'm warning all of you restaurants that are sneaking doing indoor dining and doing other things of this nature, we're going to take your business license. So we're not like the state. We don't have to fight with you back and forth because the municipality is the one that gives you a business license. We can take your business license from you and you will not operate in this town. So if you're indoor dining and you're doing things you're not supposed to, we're going to close you down. There's also illegal businesses happening in people's homes that we're going to check out, right? We're going to check them out. 375 Chestnut, 275 Chestnut, 42 New York Avenue, 85 Houston, 55 Wilson. I hope you're listening, because if you're doing something in there, you should stop, because we're coming. If you're doing something in there, you should stop, because we're coming. Follow the rules, the instructions, and allow us the opportunity to get through this. One more last shout out to Irv Calendar, his family, his wife, his children, his sister, his sister-in-law, all of them, the whole family, both sides of the family. It's his friends in Newark. everybody who loved him. He was a member of my detail. He was loved this city, loved Malcolm X Shabazz High School. Was a staple crop in this community. Loved sports, and would be out there at all of these tournaments if he could. May he rest in peace. Godspeed to him. The family, take care. I pray that God gets you through this and smiles on you on your way through this thing. And whatever we need to do to help out, please don't hesitate. Today we have 28 more positive cases in Newark than we did on Friday. So 3 days later, we have 28 more positive cases. You can divide that up. Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, we have 28 more positive cases. And over that 3-day period, we had no new deaths. No new deaths over a 3-day period and 28 more cases since Friday. And I love the no new deaths because I remember when we were pulling bodies out of senior buildings. So every time I see no new deaths, I'm ecstatic. No new deaths over a 3-day period is awesome. 28 positive cases since Friday. In New Jersey, they have a total of 189,719 positive cases, which is 902 more than Friday, 3 days. Split that up, average about 300 cases a day since Friday in New Jersey. In New Jersey, they have 8 more deaths since Friday, 8 more deaths since over a 3-day period. That's 14,000 people that have died in the state of New Jersey and 189,000 people, 719 that have tested positive since the beginning, right? United States, we have about almost 6 million positive cases and over 180,000 people have died. We get an abundance of calls about these large gatherings. 973-969-1122, 973-969-1122. Call that number. And I saw something up here that said about cars. You can call that number too. But if there's an emergency, call 911, please. But use 973-969-1122. I know there has been a car racing group that we have been trying to hunt down and chase down. They are not from Newark. They come into our city and do these things like most of these graffiti artists too. And I don't want to say the graffiti artists because there's a difference between people tagging and people doing street art and graffiti. And there's some good people that do great art that's classified as graffiti. But some people come here and vandalize, and those people are not Newark residents. There are people who are riding around racing in our city who are also not Newark residents. We know that because we arrested 3 of them. And if you want to know, if you want to call the hotline 973-969-1122. 973-969-1122. 973-969-1122. Pop-up testing. If it's an emergency, call 911. Some people wake up angry, y'all. We can't help them. It's okay. We just got to pray for them and keep moving. They wake up angry. They wake up upset. Their job is to cause disruption. And all we have to do is keep pushing forward, pray for them, keep it moving, do what we can do to support, help ourselves and help our families. Pop-up testing. We have Garden Spires today. We're there until 8 p.m. I got tested there today. It's on 1st Street, Garden Spires. We're there until 8 p.m. On Wednesday, we're at Petshon Avenue School. Wednesday at Petshon Avenue School to 8 p.m. Wednesday, Petshon Avenue School to 8 p.m. On Friday, we'll be at Eastside, in the back of Eastside. We'll be in the back of Eastside on Van Buren Street and Nichols in the back of Eastside. Come and get tested, do the pop-up testing there. Obviously, the census stuff is going on still. They're knocking on doors. I've seen them out there. And we're doing our own census as well. And you can go to www.2020census.gov on your own. We're up to 47% now. We have to move faster. We're at, or you can call, they're going to stop the census in September. It's over in September, y'all. In September, it begins next week. It's over in September. We will be severely undercounted. Severely undercounted. You can call 844-330-2020 for English, 844-468-2020 for Spanish, 844-474-2020 for Portuguese, and 844-477-2020 for Haitian Creole. We need the federal funding and we need federal representation in Congress. We need it now, y'all, more than we ever did because of COVID and because of Trump. We need all of the representation that we can get. We need you to fill this census out immediately. Our food relief program, we've fed over 2 million people. Over 2 million people we fed, over 2 million people. If you know people who need food, if you know people who, you need to post it up here. We deliver it on Wednesdays. We're going to be doing it all the way through Labor Day. Then we'll make a decision after Labor Day, should we continue with the food. Depends on, how many people are out here who still need it. We've delivered over 2 million meals between us and the Newark Public School System. We've done 2 million meals. I want to thank everybody who participated in the Saturday's North Fork Community Cleanup and all the cleanups. The 2 rounds we did, awesome job. We encourage everyone to keep the momentum going, pitch in to help us out with this, and continue push. This is something we're going to do all of the time now. So we need you to participate and help out with that. Summer Fun Movies tomorrow. We'll be at Military Park at 7 p.m. showing a movie called 21 Bridges, starring Chadwick Boseman in Military Park at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, August 26th, we'll be showing Trolls at Independence Park on Van Buren. We're showing the movie Trolls Wednesday. These movies start that one starts at 8 p.m. The one at Military Park starts at 7 p.m. That's tomorrow and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday, Military Park and Independence Park. If you want to know what the summer fun activities are, you can always go to newarknj.gov, to our website. You can pull up all the summer fun activities, what's there to do for children and seniors. You can look at it, and families. It'll be there for you. Obviously, at all these events, you're going to be expected to wear a mask. You're going to be expected to social distance. You have to bring your own chairs and your own blankets. Those things will be enforced while we out there. They will be enforced. Thank everybody who tuned in for our How to Buy City Property. We had over 800 something people on live listening to that on this Thursday at 10 a.m. This Thursday at 10 a.m. If you go to newarknj.gov to learn about this, how you learn about the 47 properties we'll begin auctioning off this Thursday at 10. You will have to go to newarknj.realforeclosure.com. 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 realforeclosure.com. realforeclosure.com. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate everybody and all of the work that you've been doing. I appreciate it. Listen, if you can vote early, vote early. Get involved. Get as many people registered to vote while you can. November will be here very shortly. We need to get Trump out. We need to get him out. There's a couple of people around here that we need to encourage to be positive, to focus on how we move this thing forward. So many people wake up every day plotting and planning to push us backwards. That means we have to plot and plan a little bit more and pray a little harder to make sure we move faster and forward faster. And the stumble just means we move forward faster. So don't be afraid to make the mistakes. Get out here and get it done. God bless y'all. See you tomorrow.